From News Watch 12, this is College Football Game Night.
Another thrilling week is in the books for college football. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us, and welcome to College Game Night. I'm Peyton Manning.
And I'm Madison Marie. Southern Oregon football was back at home this weekend, taking on a familiar foe, College of Idaho.
The Yotes back in Ashland for the first time since losing to the Raiders back in November of 2023. But in even bigger news, it was the first top 25 matchup at Raiders Stadium since 2018.
Peyton, you were out of the game.
Yes, I was.
Talk to us a little bit about it.
I'll just give a little bit because we're going to roll the highlights pretty soon. But nothing better than a Saturday at Raiders Stadium. A beautiful day, beautiful weather. Yeah. The guys showed up to play from opening kickoff to the last play of the game. It was all Raiders.
We wait all season for this matchup.
We do, and we get it twice this year.
We do get it twice. Lucky us.
Lucky us. So let's roll the tape. Yotes at Raiders number 9 taking on number 20. Here we go. Starting in the first, tied at zeros with just over a minute left. Gunner Yotes, don't let him get loose. You're going to regret it. The sophomore takes it to the outside and walks it in for the touchdown. The Raiders light up the board first, 7-0. We head into the second quarter, this time from 68 yards out. The cheat code can't be stopped. One man to beat, and speed's gonna kill. Yotes getting to work early. The Yotes have no answer for him. And every time Maddie and I go to practice, we always ask the guys, hey, if you score a touchdown, come to the camera, give us something. Finally, Gunner answered that call.
Gunner, camera?
Yotes, how many touchdowns do we have today already? We got 2! 14-0, SOU.
A little later in the second, Yotes threatening, but the Raiders saying no, no, no. Raiders pounce, and Peters takes the sack. But somehow the Yotes bounce back and find the end zone. Riley Byington takes it in from 5 out. Kicker misses the extra point. Raiders lead 14-6.
And right before half, this play's insane. Yotes gets the handoff. You think he goes down, but he doesn't. He's still on his feet. He emerges from the pile. And he's in. Gunner Yotes with 3 touchdowns before half. Raiders rolling on offense and dominating on defense. The score at half, 21-6, SOU.
And while the Raiders were preparing for the second half, the university honored the Hall of Fame class of 2024. This year's inductees include Stephanie Carr, the top goal scorer in SOU women's soccer history.
Austin Dodge, the NAIA Football Player of the Year, whose national passing records still stand. He's rocking that NAIA championship ring as well. Late football head coach Craig Howard, who partnered with Dodge to deliver that championship. His family was there to honor Coach and accept that invitation on his behalf.
National championship track and field thrower Scott Myers and 2-time women's basketball All-American Jackie Spear were honored. Congratulations to the Raiders on becoming Hall of Famers.
This SOU game was so good, we needed 2 blocks to break it down.
Coming up next, we'll see how the Raiders finish the game. Don't go anywhere. You're watching College Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit a Quality Fence showroom near you and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you.
Did you know that funds generated when you play Oregon lottery games go back to Oregon Public Schools? In fact, every year our schools receive more than half of those funds, and that adds up to more innovative programs, more technology, more things that light up learning. So even if you don't have a winning ticket, a little bit of gameplay multiplied by the power of us can help move Oregon forward. The Oregon Lottery. Lottery games are based on chance and should be played for entertainment only.
Morning coffee that gets you through the day. Hard work is your day. You work hard so you can play hard. Hard work and good food is Casablanca. The good stuff. Enjoy this beautiful life of those you love with food from Casablanca. Something for everyone.
I am ready to find the second great love of my life. Tune in Wednesdays at 8. Sponsored locally by Pure Med Spa. Enjoy 5-star luxury and tranquility with an unrivaled array of aesthetics and wellness services. Your beauty and wellness begins at Pure Med Spa.
No one covers sports like Newswatch 12, live from the Toyota Sports Desk every night at 6 and 11 p.m. Newswatch 12's Madison Murray and Peyton Manny bring you more coverage of your favorite local teams, only on Newswatch 12, presented by Toyota. Depend on Newswatch 12 to keep you and your family safe this fire season. Tracking wildfire risks and changing weather conditions with up-to-the-minute safety and evacuation alerts. Forecasting air quality and lightning dangers, helping you stay prepared this wildfire season.
I'm Natalie Weber with the Oregon Department of Forestry. Keep Oregon Green and all fire agencies want to remind you that fire prevention is a shared responsibility. Learn how you can help prevent wildfires at keeporegongreen.org.
Live from Newswatch 12, welcome back to College Football Game Night.
Welcome back to Game Night, and I know you're on the edge of the seat because we are too. Let's see how this rest of the game turned out.
Yeah, grab your popcorn. We're going to waste no more time. Back out to Raiders Stadium for the second half. Third quarter getting rolling, Yotes on offense, but Andy Peterson, do you know your team is wearing black? Obviously not. The ball is tipped, and Arlo Henderson Jr. is there for the pick, turning defense into offense. The boys are hyped. And so is Coach Stin.
Coach Stin always hype on the sidelines.
The Raiders are here to play, so go celebrate that pick with your coach. He's got some hops, too. Look at this.
Does he have the shades on today?
I love it. But just when things are favoring the Raiders, they take a turn. Blake Ashuto fumbles the ball, and the Yotes are going to recover, putting them right back into scoring position.
College of Idaho capitalizes. Peters finds Torrey Watkins for the touchdown, and the Yotes are back within 8. Still in the third, just under 4 minutes, Raiders back on offense. Guess who it is? It's Gunnar.
Who's back?
It's Gunnar Yates. The sophomore breaks off a 59-yard touchdown run to the house. It was calling. Gunnar picked up. If you lost count, that was his 4th of the day. Raiders extend their lead 28-13.
Insane. But we got a dogfight. The Raiders knew they would have a battle until the end. Hunter Gilbert takes a page out of Gunnar's book. He finds the gaps, hits the holes, takes the handoff 62 yards for the touchdown. The Yotes put themselves back within reach of a potential win. Psych! Just when they thought they might have a chance, the Raiders answer. 1:51 left in the third. This time it's the Camas connection. Jackson Clemmer on the slant. He reels in the 28-yard pass from Ashuto. His first of the day, 35-20, Raiders.
Play for 4, stay for 4. Last 15 on the board. Raiders 1 quarter away from the upset. And defense is going to start us off strong. Peters steps back to pass, and he throws another pick. Akai Grace comes down with it, and that'll be a Raider ball.
That sets up Ashuto for another opportunity to put his team in the end zone, and that he does. He sends the ball downfield. Brandon Barthel is there to make the catch in the end zone. 44-yard touchdown reception puts the Raiders up 42-20.
The Yotes get another one on the board, but the defense comes out of the game with a sack and fumble recovery courtesy of Adonis Jackson. And that was all she wrote. The Raiders upset number 9, College of Idaho, in dominating fashion. The final at Raiders Stadium, 45-27. Scoters!
Here's Coach post-game.
You know, we got these guys last year in the last game of the season, and you know, I think with the work that our coaching staff has put in and our kids have put in, like, we were highly confident coming into this game. We weren't cocky by any means. We knew we had our hands full, and we got to play these guys again, and we can't lose sight of that. And so we just did what we came to do today. I mean, our plan on offense was to grind it out in the run game, and when given the opportunity to throw it over their head, we did. We wanted to beat us with his legs. We didn't allow him to beat us with his legs. And so when you set out those goals and you accomplish those things, right, good things happen, and our guys fought their tails off today. It's an unbelievable win, an unbelievable feeling.
Hey, 1, 2, SOU! Where in kingly splendor tower to the sky. There's a college we remember, her fame never dies. Southern Oregon, alma mater, highest praise to thee. May the Raiders ever be loyal to thy memory. Hey, team pride, SOU, 1, 2, 3. Team 1, 2, 3. Pride, 1, 2, 3. SOU.
And here's a look at today's stat sheet from Raider Stadium. On total offense, the Raiders finished with 571 yards, the Yotes 348.
On the ground, SOU tallied 258 yards. The Raiders held C of I to 116.
In the air, the Raiders totaled 313 yards, while the Yotes finished with 232.
Under center, Blake Asciutto went 20 of 32 for 313 yards with 2 touchdowns. The man of the day, Gunnar Yates, finishing with 31 carries for 293 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Over on defense, Purcell, Foster, and Jackson all with 1 or more sacks on the Yotes. Grace and Arlo Henderson Jr. each with a pick.
We had to. We really had to. That was the most iconic thing that we have ever seen. Gunnar Yates, the Yote Killer.
Shout out to SOU Raiders on Instagram and on Twitter.
We love it.
We love it. The sound effect added.
We had to. We
had
to do it. It was
Grim
spooky.
Reaper. Yes. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Up next for the Raiders, 4th ranked Montana Western, SOU will host the Bulldogs to open conference play.
The Bulldogs beat Lewis and Clark College earlier this afternoon with a final of 56-39. So coming into next week's matchup, both SOU and Montana Western will be sitting at 3-0. The Bulldogs already have 1 conference win. That win coming in upset fashion last week over College of Idaho.
Tough 2 weeks for the Yotes, but the challenge to keep the standard has begun. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. The only place you'll find full highlights and more is right here on College Game Night.
Right here. And coming up on Game Night, we'll take you up to Corvallis to see how the Beavers did against Purdue.
Stick around. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Thank you for trusting Abby's Legendary Pizza for 60 years. Your hard-earned money supports hundreds of youth working at our parlors, dozens and dozens of nonprofits and school teams throughout the area. At Abby's, doing good in the neighborhood has never tasted so delicious.
Hi, Rod here. Are you tired of sleeping on a hot, miserable mattress? It's time to save on a cool, comfortable night's sleep from Medford Mattress. Save big today on all in-stock beauty rests, Serta, and more. Get a memory foam queen, just $3.99, with adjustable base, only $9.99. If you want to save on a cool, comfortable, healthy night's sleep, now's your chance. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford, where quality is not costly.
Discover luxurious Karastan flooring at Lippert's Carpet One, the flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Savings with Style event, experience the luxury of Karastan and capture the lowest prices of the year. With savings up to $1,000 back on beautiful flooring and pay no interest for 18 full months during National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
For more than 40 years,
Good evening and welcome to the very first edition of Newswatch 12 at 5.
Newswatch 12 has been your trusted source for national news coverage. Breaking news.
It finally took fire to bring down the Medford Hotel.
And local news stories. Keeping you and your family informed and safe in Southern Oregon and Northern California. Newswatch 12, watching out for you for more than 40 years.
Can you smell it? It's not arugula and pear. It's bacon, bacon, and cheddar. Yep. Everybody's favorite pizza is back on sale this month at Abby's, loaded with 2 kinds of bacon and real cheddar cheese. Enjoy Abby's September special at a very special price.
Live from Newswatch 12, welcome back to College Football Game Night.
Welcome back. The Oregon State Beavers looking to get back into the win column after dropping Game 3 to rival Oregon.
The Beavers welcoming in Purdue to Research Stadium. The Boilermakers 1-1 on the season, also coming off a brutal loss to rival Notre Dame.
During his Monday press conference, head coach of the Beavers, Trent Bray, said everything is week to week, whether you win or lose, play well or don't play well. The past has to be a flush. You got to let it go.
Got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Another Big Ten opponent standing tall in front of the Beavers. How will they respond? Highlights, please.
Please.
Oregon State back at home after taking their first loss of the season right down the street. We jump into the first. No score. Purdue on offense. Oh, suddenly they're on defense now. Pick 6. Beavers. Zakai Saye with a crazy play. Let's check that out one more time.
I can't even believe this.
Hudson Card finds his receiver, but the throw is short and it ends up hitting the ankle, bouncing right into the arms of the Beavers. Talk about right place, right time.
I've never seen that before.
Oregon State gets on the board first with that crazy play.
That is so cool. Under a minute to go in the first, Giovanni McCoy finds former Hidden Valley Mustang Jeremiah Noga over the top for the first down. Noga gets the Beavers in the red zone. A few plays later, the start of the second. Handoff to Anthony Hankerson. He leaps over the pile and in. Beavers extend to 14-0.
Purdue back on offense. Card looking downfield. Has time. Finds Max Clare in the end zone. And Purdue finally gets some points on the board. But the Beavers can't convert, so they set up the kicking unit from 52 yards out. It's a doink right off the uprights. It's no good.
So Everett Hayes tries again, this time from 29 yards out, and it's good with under 10 seconds left. The Beavers head into the locker room up 17-7. And this game does say in progress, but it actually just finished. The final 38-21 Beavers. They did what they needed to do and jumped back into the win column.
Oregon State now 2-1. Purdue drops, or 3-1, excuse me. Purdue drops to 1-2. Giovanni McCoy went 10 of 18 for 104 yards. Jim Griffin with 22 carries, 137 yards, and 1 touchdown.
I'll have highlights coming up for you tonight at 11 p.m., so be sure to join me then.
The Oregon Ducks were on a bye this past week early in the season to have a break.
But it might come at just the right time. We'll talk about the Ducks' focus during bye week and preview their next matchup. That's coming up on College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MSA 60 CB battery chainsaw and save $50 on the BGA 57 battery blower. Real STIHL.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
Attention all savvy shoppers.
Save big on your favorite essentials at Ray's Food Place with Newswatch 12's Rogue Deals. Every week, find new ads from Ray's Food Place and save a ton where you need it most. Go mobile with the Newswatch 12 app to find everything you need all in one place. Go to kdrv.com/rogue deals to find great savings at participating Ray's Food Place locations. Never miss a deal again with Newswatch 12's Rogue Deals.
Introducing Storm Runner 12. When severe weather hits Southern Oregon and Northern California, Newswatch 12 wants to make sure you have an eye on what's happening. The Storm Runner 12.
multiple cameras, and advanced weather tracking technology providing real-time data. We're able to track storms as they happen wherever they are.
Storm Runner 12, powered by Toyota.
Storm Runner 12, one more way Newswatch 12 is watching out for you.
Live from Newswatch 12, welcome back to College Football Game Night.
The number 9 Oregon Ducks on a bye this week. It might have just come at the right time. The Ducks struggled in the first 2 games of the season, holding on against Idaho and Boise State, slipping from number 3 to number 9 in the AP polls.
But Oregon recovered last week against rival Oregon State with a 49-14 victory. With their 3rd win of the season now in the past, the Ducks have about 2 weeks to prepare for Game 4, and it's coming against a familiar foe from the Pac-12.
Yes, it is. In the past 3 weeks, we've seen good and bad things from Oregon. Dylan Gabriel is looking good in the QB1 position, developing solid connections with all of his weapons. Plus, with Jordan James and Noah Whittington leading the run game, the offense should start to piece together some more high-scoring games.
Defensively, the Ducks looked a lot better against Oregon State, but giving up 34 points to Boise State and an extra 14 to Oregon State proves that there's still a lot of work to be done. The bye week will give Oregon an opportunity to refocus and remember those goals set before them at the start of the season. Head coach Dan Lanning spoke this week after practice about his thoughts during the off week.
I wouldn't say it revealed a ton, but there's plenty that we can work on. There's a lot of small details. It might be a tweak in the scheme. It might be an improvement of what's hurt us. What do we need to continue to work on? But I wouldn't say there's glaring things. The key is growth, right? We're not the best version of us yet, and we won't be the best version of us, right? Until hopefully, the end of the season. The key is, are we getting better today and getting better tomorrow as we continue to progress?
And now the Ducks set their eyes on former Pac-12 opponent, the UCLA Bruins.
The Bruins played LSU today in Baton Rouge. The final of that game was 34-17 LSU.
The Bruins now coming into their matchup with Oregon after a loss and with a 1-2 record.
Game time next week set for 8 p.m.
And of course, we'll have that right here for you. We won't have highlights because it is starting late, but we'll be sure to have all the content for you.
Yeah, we also got a good game at Raiders Stadium next week. Another week of a top matchup.
And I'm really excited to see how far the Raiders are going to jump after this upset win.
Yeah.
So.
And you know where to find those highlights, sounds, everything and more right here on College Game Night.
Right here. We'll keep you updated all week long. But that's going to wrap it up for week 4 of the football season. For the latest news, weather, and sports, head to our website, kdrv.com.
A special edition of Newswatch 12 is coming up after this break. We'll see you then.